evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this exciting night with Battle Epic once again. We have our very first Battlefield Nations game on tonight, where Sweden is fighting against Ireland. What is this Battlefield Nations anyway? Well, Battlefield Nations is a nice community for countries to play against other countries. Isn't that exciting? My name is Jampu, and I have with me our own analyst, the professor himself, Mr. A Wildtime. What's going on, Mr. Wildtime?
Nothing much. Looking forward to an enjoyable game here. And
Good
it's about
thing.
to begin.
It's going to be... Oh, we're about to start.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so looks like Sweden in the blue, we've got Ireland in the red. This is the Sweden versus Ireland rematch, I believe. And Sweden are going straight for the Alpha flag. It looks like Ireland have gone for Charlie and are now cutting through towards Bravo. Sweden have left one person behind at Bravo as well. So, and it's all kicking off around the Alpha flag. Yeah.
I think that the first match was won by Swedish, so they are absolutely the ones that we're expecting to do it again. But of course, Ireland might be even better as an underdog, so let's see what happens.
Well, Sweden have come off quite strong with the first engagements here. We've seen a lot of Herald goals and bars coming out. So very quick killing guns, as we've seen. Ireland managed to hide one player in the building and sneak around the Swedish side, and they've also managed to cap Bravo as well. So Sweden are now behind by one flag here.
Ooh, that's a nasty one.
Yeah.
You can see one of the Swedish players there making a push on his own down towards Apples. It's Weissman, I believe, here, the Swedish player. Picking up the flag now. Should get them back on, but he's got company. I'm trying to look where the Ireland players are here.
Ireland's pushing towards the Alpha flag. We've got one lone Irishman here on the Charlie. It's a 2-on-1 at the moment. Sweden do have a bit of position on him, and I think he's going to go down in a second here. But he's made a good decision to take cover, and unfortunately a grenade, I'm assuming his own, takes him out here. That's unfortunate.
Now, who is this guy who just joined the chat? We have yet another commentator. It's Mr. Mark 2605, isn't it?
Of course.
Of course, it wouldn't miss this one.
No, not at all. I'm looking at Apples now. For some reason it's showing me had flags, but we can see Ireland making a good push on Apples here. Chap and Eddie Ice pushing down on a flag, managing to pick it up. We can see 3 Swedish players now coming in defence. What can they do here?
Now Ireland got hit pretty hard here on the Alpha flag, and they're being pushed out by a very strong Swedish team. But again, Ireland at the moment holding Bravo and Charlie. They are slowly taking the lead, 10 points ahead now. Chap and Eddie Ice pushing the Swedish players back behind the buildings, keeping them on the Alpha side of Charlie there. Trying to see if there's any Swedes going around the sides, not seeing much. Looks like it's all focused around Alpha now.
Yeah, we've seen most of the action here. Ireland pushing out into a 10-ticket lead now, as we can see a push here from Sweden on towards Butter. I think they're aware of the Ireland player up there. He's got it in cover. Johnny John there. Seaman's on him now. He's under pressure, but he's not on. He's got some good cover there.
Oh, nice shot there, the guy pushing him. I think Weissman's at a bit of a disadvantage, yeah. Johnny's moving down to challenge.
Seaman spawns in there last minute. Murray Vanner is that spawns in on the on Johnny John for Ireland. Sweden pick up the flag.
I don't think
Murray Vanner on his own.
He hasn't seen the recon there, has he?
No, he's picked off Weissman there. Seaman's still up. He's low on health, must have about 40% health there. Seaman runs round.
Oh, good play by Seaman there.
In the end. Is that the Calibri there he's used?
I'm not too sure. No. That would be hilarious if it was.
Yeah, that would be
humiliating, man.
Ireland with 5 players up on Charlie now, quickly picking that flag up as they move into a 15-ticket lead, 4 minutes into the round.
I mean, if the Irish were slightly quicker here, they could catch the Swedes at the road, and they could trap the Swedes at Bravo here. So they need to be quick, they need to cover that Charlie push, and they need to head towards Alpha now. And it looks like they might be on for it. Weissman coming in, I think a bit clutch for Sweden here, pushing to the A flag. However, he's got to fight off Wolf here as well. Well, Vanna manages to slow them down, but not enough. Wolf and Eddie are back of Alpha here now. The Swedes coming off quite strong at the moment. They just seem to be sweeping through the objectives. And they're capping Alpha, and they could also cap Charlie as well. The Irish need to be quick and stop one of these pushes. Luckily they've done that on Alpha now. That could have been a very, very dangerous triple cap for Ireland there, and it could have lost them the lead. But good recovery nonetheless. So we've got the Swedes sniping down on towards Charlie here, flying a bit of like covering fire as the rest of his team push up towards the Charlie flag. It's more of an aggressive, more of like a little assault here. But I think most of the forces were cut down and have now moved towards the Alpha flag for a bit of a push. Chop with the AT rocket gun there. But Werner's managing to hold his own, and as I say that, he gets gunned down. Typical. Absolutely typical. Irish leading by 20 points now. Sweden are getting into very dangerous territory now. They have to try and take the lead before it's too late. They spawn up towards the Alpha flag and they're making quite a big push here. However, Myvanna, I'm just calling him Myvanna here, manages to hold him off for a little bit. Eddie Ice gets gunned down at roughly the same time, and the Swedes are going to capture Alpha. Those of you watching in the chat, feel free to let us know to see who's going to be your favourite team for the evening. So, yeah. Feel free to put there. We'll try and respond to you.
For argument's sake, I have to say that I'm voting for cheering for Sweden because we are in Nordics. I'm a Finn and Swedes are right next to me. I would say that we are not the best friends always, but of course the Nordic flag needs to be high. So I'm cheering for Swedes. What about you, Wildy?
I'm not too sure. I mean, I suppose I've got to go for the Irish here. You know, they're right next door, might as well vote for them. And they seem to be the better team at the moment.
Well, you know how fast things change in a domination, so...
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the
Just
Swedes...
one tiny triple cap and it's all over.
Yeah, I mean, the Swedes are managing to do a little bit here, but it looks like the Irish are on for a triple cap on the Charlie and Alpha flag here. They go uncontested at Charlie. And they're winning on that Alpha flag. Could this be the nail in the coffin for Sweden? And here we go. Look at those points just absolutely ticking away. Sweden have reacted quickly and pushed onto Charlie. But that was absolutely devastating. Managed to get about 10-12 points up on Sweden in such a short amount of time here.
And that's a lot in domination. That's a huge amount of tickets.
They went from being about 20-30 points up to now almost being 40 points up with 15 tickets left to go.
That's a killer.
Absolute killer, yeah. Geez, your fan favourites never seem to win, do they? Fatum lost the other night here. Looks like Sweden's going to lose this next round. And Ireland have got another triple cap here.
Teams. God damn it, I should have said Ireland. Damn it.
Yes. And looks like Ireland are going to win the first round. 100-48.
100-48. That's quite substantial.
Yeah. I mean, they were very close towards the beginning. However, Ireland managed to get some lucky breaks throughout the game and managed to hold most of the flags. And I think as Sweden were getting a bit desperate, they got a little less organised. The Irish got the better of them and managed to get 2 late game triple caps here. But Sweden picking up the best squad of the round, it would seem.
Oh yeah, that's a new thing with the latest patch that they are highlighting. That's interesting how they calculate. If they lose, there's only one squad each side, and they lose the game, and they are still the better squad.
It's based on obviously your squad score, isn't it? And the Swedes, in my opinion, had the better gunplay, but I think they got very, very rushed towards the end there, and obviously it cost them the round with those 2 late game triple caps.
Yeah, and the fact is that actually in Domination, those kills doesn't mean shit. It's all about the flag control and tickets.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it doesn't really matter. So you can easily have a better KD or better gunplay, but you can still lose. So that's totally okay.
The next round is starting up now.
Okay, it's all you, buddy. I'll be singing in the char here.
Let's see what happens. It looks like Irish are in blue, we've got the Swedes in the red. Irish spawn by the Alpha flag and they're moving towards Bravo. They get the better of the two spawns on this map in my opinion. And the Swedes have kind of set up in a defensive line on the Charlie flag, not really pushing up too much, and they've allowed Ireland to cap both Bravo and Alpha uncontested. We got some
start there.
Yeah, looks like Seaman for the Swedes is going on the rocks above the Bravo flag and he's picking up Overwatch. I think Johnny's not going to see what's coming and he takes a headshot. Oh, blood splattering everywhere there, and Bravo is now going to fall to the Swedes. And so is Alpha. Could the Swedes get an early triple cap and win them the game very early on? Yeah.
God damn it.
They've capped Alpha, they've capped Charlie. Yeah, the Irish are a bit disorganised at the moment. Seaman, it's all up to Seaman now. He's got to win this Bravo engagement. He's got to be very careful now. He's got to be very careful. They're both sitting on half health. However, he's a recon. Chap's an assault. Can he? Oh, and he does it! He manages to cap Bravo for his team. He's got to rely on his teammates to hold the Charlie flag. And they've got an early triple cap here, and they're holding it. And look at those tickets bleed away. Now 10 points ahead, 13 points ahead. What is the Irish going to do?
Nasty start. Nasty start.
The Irish managed to recover just quickly now, and have captured the Charlie flag. However, the score's gone from 7-7 to 7-23. And rising.
Oh, nice. Okay, now it's obviously Swedes' turn.
Yeah, Swedes definitely came on very strong early on in the game. Can they hold on to this lead?
Well, it's still anybody's game. You know, it's just one tiny little triple cap for Ireland, and it's all back to the square one.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It looks like the Irish are recapping the Alpha flag. They managed to get themselves into another triple cap here. It's 9-30. What? Yeah, 20 tickets ahead now for the Swedes. And Irish have just recovered. Yeah, the Irish have just recovered now and they're capping Alpha and Bravo. But they're going to have to put in some serious work to regain the lead in this round.
Oh my god.
Weissman manages to stop the Irish players on Bravo here. And yeah, the Swedes hold on to Bravo and Charlie. Definitely coming off very strong here. I wonder if they were just luring the Irish into a sense of false hope, maybe egging them on to be a bit more aggressive in this round, but they're definitely playing as the better side right now. But again, it's still early on in the game and we'll have to wait and see what happens, you know? And for those guys of you watching here, what do you think of this round so far? Exciting? Do you reckon the Irish are going to put it back, or do you reckon the Swedes are going to assert their dominance in this round here?
It's just interesting how the Swedes managed to turn the tide just like that. That's very, very impressive, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some fighting on Alpha now. I mean, the Irish are coming back little by little, but it's 17-40. So they got a lot of work to do. They could really do with a cheeky little triple cap here, at least for like 4 or 5 seconds, and it should bring them close to a level game with the Swedes here.
Yeah, but still, that's impressive stuff, mate.
Oh,
it's going to be an exciting game.
Most definitely. And the Swedes are moving into cap Alpha now. The Irish had a bit of a triple cap there for a second. It was 22-42 now. Only 20 tickets still behind. But the Swedes are very quick to shut it down and now, I mean, if the Irish hold on to these 2 flags, they can bring the game back by the end. And when you've got Movana just over here with Johnny against 4 of the Swedish players on Bravo. CB tries to challenge, gets gunned down straight away. Siemens placed some beacons down, so it's not 4 players there, it just confused the crap out of me. And yeah, it even confuses the commentators here. But it looks like Siemens trying to put some Overwatch onto Bravo. He's hitting Movana, but a good grenade by Movana takes him down. And it looks like the Irish are going to hold on to Bravo. They got a triple cap here. Sheesh, when did this happen? I was too focused on the action here, but it's now 40-46. The Swedes react quickly, but not quick enough, and the Irish have made this into a level game. Sheesh, some exciting stuff here. Some exciting stuff here. The Irish are losing Charlie now. However, they've stacked some players on there. And it's not going to go their way. It's just Wolf left on the flag. I think he's going to challenge Seaman here in the top of the building. He manages to win the engagement. He jumps off. It's just Perkles now on the this Charlie flag. Perkles pushes off to engage. And looks like Wolf gets gunned down. Movanen is spawned just outside the building. I think he's trying to cap the flag here. But he's busy juggling it with Perkles. And Chap comes in to support. They could really do with this double cap now on Charlie Bravo. Ideally, if they can get the Charlie Alpha double cap, put the Swedes in a very difficult position. Oh,
Popular Mountain is asking that why in earth Sweden had so many players and butters.
Okay, so they didn't have that many players and butters. It confused the hell out of me. It was actually the decoys placed by the recon.
Of course.
Yes, in the spectator cam. In the spectator cam, it shows up with the name tag above the decoys. So I thought they were players, but they weren't. The Irish managing to hold Alpha and Bravo here still. So their game's getting level.
Well, finally, I got my updates done, so I'm jumping in right now. It's dead even 56 to 56. And we are playing Sinai Desert. Now indeed blue is the Ireland and red
now
is
indeed blue is the Ireland and red is Speed. Yeah, I'm just hanging in there. And Charlie seems to be the place where the action. Weissman A is there.
Have a bit of a trip.
Not Pericles playing for Sweden as well against two guys from Ireland, and he's gone down.
Challenging Charlie here.
Weissman's
challenging Charlie here.
Not going to capture
he's making a smart move, not going to capture, actually hiding there in the building and then waiting for Pericles to join in, and he does. Now Pericles is in, and he guns down Eddie from the Island team. Pericles is alone at the moment, but there is nobody left in the flag zone. Monayer just ran away from the...
Yeah, he's been hit hard by Bravo. Seaman here is just sniping across the map, chasing the Irish players away in the open here. And it looks like the Swedes have a triple cap very late on in the game. Could this be, again, a nail in the coffin for the Irish team here?
Oh, there is some kind of audio problem at the moment. The audio is echoing. What the fuck is going on?
Let us know if it's better now, guys. Hopefully it should be slightly better.
Our director should mute one of the audio.
This because we probably have two audio sources playing on top of each other. So directories, you got that? Hopefully it's better. Not an echo now. Thank you, Potty Mountain. Thank you. Back to game.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, the Irish are trying their goddamn hardest. They had to push on Alpha. Luckily for the Swedes, it was shut down very quickly here. And yeah, it looks like
but Sweden is taking this 84 to 62, and they have the majority of flags, butters and apples, and nothing is actually going on now. The both teams are wondering what to do. Now it seems like Ireland is coming hard on apples from Charlie.
Yeah, the Swedes doing a good job shutting them down, but Wolf gets behind. He doesn't see CB here. CB93 firing some shots. He's backing off. I think Wolf is just going to play it a bit smart, maybe hide behind some cover, not getting
status quo still. Two flags now. Butters is going down for Ireland, but
and so is Alpha.
There is nobody.
Could the Irish get it?
Oh my God! There is nobody here. What is going on?
Oh, that was a shame.
Oh yeah, apples. Most of the Swedish team are on apples, so I think that they are good. It's not going to be a triple gap, but still, could push there
that was
from
a
Ireland.
shame there. That was a shame. If
it would have been
Irish had just a few more players on apples, they could have really got a nice little triple cap, and they could have stole the end of the game there.
Now Charlie is going down.
It was a bit too late.
Most of the team of the Sweden are now there. 4 players from Sweden are now on Charlie. It means that apples must be going. Yeah, apples is going to Ireland. They shouldn't be moving all together in this situation because they need 2 flags. But it's 94 to 73 already, and if they just keep this one, I think that they can take this home. If they just keep one flag, and I think that they are playing safe here. They're not even pushing. It seems like Simon is making a push now towards Butters.
Yeah, I think the Swedes are grabbing Charlie as well here.
Yeah, and that's the kind of final. No, Charlie is going for Island. It's still one flag, but that's enough, I'm afraid. But Island made an excellent push there. Now there's no sound. What is going on? Director, don't close them all down. No sound at the moment. You need some help from Mark. Mark, please, help us.
The Irish are recapping Charlie now. It's 98 to 90. If they had a little triple cap here, they could win the game, but unfortunately it's not going their way. Such a close round. Such a close round. Good plays by both teams.
For Sweden.
Oh, what a shame.
Poppy Mountain again, you're a star. 91 to 100 for Sweden. That was a close one. And hey, they are coming back. They are coming back. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah, I might have to take my words back about your predictions in these games. Jumpy, you know? And again, Ireland coming off his best squad in this one.
That's interesting. It's always the opposite side. Interesting. Very interesting. 1-1, and I think that we are moving towards Amiens next. Because there is going to be 3 rounds this time, and the first round, the first 2 was on Sinai, and the second and the third will be on Amiens, and the third, the best in the bottom, is going to be the new exciting Nivelle Knights, which I haven't been playing that myself. I haven't seen anybody play it. I don't know shit about that map. Have you had any chance to kind of look into the map? What's that all about?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. From what I remember, I don't think it's the actual city part of it. It's more like a ruins on the outskirts. So I played a quick TDM game on it, and it doesn't look too bad for TDM. It's very broken up. Reminds me of what's the map now where it's like the big massive bombed out hillside, and for TDM it's like that. Loads of channels, loads of ruins for people to hide in and get behind. Very chaotic.
Okay, we are back in game here, and it looks like who is
Swedes are in blue and the Irish in red. Yeah,
indeed. So the colors have switched, and it seems like the Irish team got to the Charlie before, so it's going to be double cap for Ireland in the beginning.
I mean, the Swedes had a very good spawning start. However, they all rushed towards the Alpha flag, and no one rushed towards Charlie, which was a bit of a dodgy move. But the Irish came in behind this forward, and they're going to get a triple cap very early on. Oh, they're so close to touching club, and they've got it,
Where are all the Swedes? Like Wiseman is on Charlie already, and it's going down, and there's nobody from the Irish team challenging him. Nobody is even close, so a triple cap and 20 tickets are on to Ireland already, 21 to 3, and that was a good start. Now everybody's spawning from the Swedish team to Charlie, and they are a little bit down there because now Eddie Ice is building there upstairs on the Charlie, and he is contesting everybody, and Charlie is going down, but Butters is already with Swedes. There was somebody sneaked behind to Butters as well, so. And Charlie is moving up and down all the time. Why on earth is happening? Oh, they were meeting. All the Irish people were leaving the cap zone, so it went back up for still double cap for Ireland, and it's 25 to 9. Impressive.
Very strong start there for Ireland, isn't it? Incredibly quick out of the blocks there.
But I mean, didn't really know what to do. But I think they're about to find their form now.
Nobody. Moy Werner and Johnny in to Apples. And Werner just killed Weissman. Almost the whole team. 3 Swedish guys are greeting the Irish friends, and they are gunning them all down. Apples is still strongly, but Butters is going down already. And Butters is down already. Now Swedes are moving in. but it's a little bit too late. The map, the cap is already with Ireland. There are 2 players from both teams. Actually, there are 3 players now from Sweden, and only Chap is alive there. Against 3 guys, now Eddie as well. Pericles and Eddie are having gone to a 1-to-1 fight, and it's going triple cap for Sweden.
I mean, the Irish got a very bad spawn here, which is unfortunate because they're up against 3 of the Swedes, but they're doing a really good job in mowing them down.
But how many triple caps can you have in a minute? Can you
just look at it? They went from being 20 points ahead Ireland, and now it's just good. So now they're 10 points behind. It's crazy how quickly these domination games can flip, especially when you've got 2 very decent sides.
Yeah, exactly. The best players from both countries, so it's kind of understandable, and these are exciting games because no matter of the clan boundaries, all rivals are now playing on the side by side on their country, so it's a very exciting concept and I like it. Now Simon is now contesting Charlie. Freddy waiting for him, and he was gunned down. Simon is down. Now Apples is going down for Ireland. These guys are nowhere to be found at the site. No, there is nobody contesting that.
It's a shame because Ireland are about to take Bravo now as well. If they could have done it a little bit quicker, they could have had been quick enough, and it's allowed the Swedes to recover and take Charlie here.
Oh, this is so good game. This would be an horrible thing. Now they are contesting Charlie as well, but Apples and Butter are both going down. Both teams are playing so well. So well. There's all the time the flags. At the same time, all the flags are changing owners.
Wolf tried to flag, however the Swedes pushed out of their little building, took him out, but the support of the Irish team is there to prevent a triple cap from happening again. They've cleared it now. It's only sort of 14 tickets behind. It's manageable, it's workable. The Irish
Sweden is still holding, though they are slowly gaining a little bit more ahead. So now Ireland needs to do some drastic moves to get at least the double cap to start gaining instead of...
They've left Charlie open, and
most of the
Weissman sees no one's there. Yeah, and again another triple cap here, but the Irish have managed to sneak behind their lines and they're capping Bravo, and the Swedes still...
He's trying to kill everybody. He's doing a good job with his Held Regal, and they are pinning down. They are pinning down the most of the team, but somebody sneaked back to Apples, and Swedes are moving towards Butters, and they have Butters and Charlie. Still double cap for Sweden.
Yeah, I think what the Irish try to do is they split up into 2 little formations a minute ago, and once one team was getting gunned down at Alpha, the Swedes watching to cap that objective they just came from, and the other Irish side. But it doesn't do you any good when all you're doing is trading. You need to win your engagement.
This is this interesting move from Eddie Eyes. He was contesting Charlie heavily, but since he saw Apples going down, he started rushing left. Charlie uncontested, that was interesting.
Now it's a triple cap for the Swedes again.
Again, no, Butters is going down. Did they manage to get?
But look at the damage is already done.
Yeah, they got it.
The damage is already done
until the flag changes color. Yeah, that's true. And the whole team of Ireland is now spawning from Butters. And people are moving into Charlie, and there is nobody. Oh, there is.
And they're going to get another triple cap here. Map here. The Swedes storming in, and this is going to be. And so I mean they had very very strong start to the match, and I had very high hopes for them, but they just lost it towards the end, and the Swedes took advantage of that.
2 to 100. Impressive on the previous one. So 2-1 for Sweden. And it's going to be another Amiens, and if Sweden is continuing the same way they did this time, oh, it's going to be tough. And this time it was the Swedish group as well. They did a good job, no questions asked. Wow, good job there. Good job, absolutely. Now where is all the Irish players? What just happened? I can see only Chap in the scoreboard. And he did a decent job, 15-6. We need to follow that guy up. And we are back, but unfortunately I don't have any good news. It seems like the Irish team has left the building, so there is no match anymore. The game is over. There is some kind of dispute going on. I don't want to go into details since I don't know the details, but there is some kind of dispute going on that somebody was using something that he wasn't supposed to, and the game is out. So we didn't in the end see the Nivelle Knights at all. Too bad for that, but still 3 solid rounds of good gameplay from both teams.
Yeah.
Sorry to end it a little bit prematurely, but hey, what can you say? Sometimes this shit happens.